Good morning everybody. It's just after the middle of May in 2023 and it's a nice warm morning in Lincolnshire, and behind this door I've got a bit of a vegetable garden, and I built this wall several years ago and I grow vegetables down here, and it's an absolute joy to come down here on a spring morning and to see how the garden's growing. And I'll just have a quick walk around so you can see what's happening here. There's one of the farm cats. He's never far away when I'm in the garden. The thing about this garden is that with the cats and the wall, there's the original wall there, and with the original brick buildings, and you can see here the new wall that I built, oh gosh, it was many years ago now, to make it into like a partial walled garden, which means it's not only protected from the worst of the weather, but also it's protected from the wildlife. And really I don't get much trouble down here at all, either with pigeons or other animals. The other vegetable garden I've got, in fact, is relatively open, and I do get deer across the garden eating things, and also there's rabbits and hares to contend with as well. So I grow different crops down here. The sweet corn, which I've just shown you, are particularly prone to being eaten, so are the beetroot as well. This morning I've just put the sunflowers in. Always have a row of sunflowers because they're so decorative and they're good for the birds as well. There's some potatoes there, and there's some radishes, and there's some slow growing parsnips. They're not doing particularly well, those aren't. On the other side over here there's 4 rows of sweet corn, which are just wonderful to eat in the autumn, and then there are some climbing French beans there as well. And this is essential for any garden, an easy chair, somewhere to put your mug, and to do a little bit of work. So the soil, you'll see, it looks a little bit lumpy, and there's a reason for that. When I did this garden, I actually brought quite a few loads of good, easy working soil in here. And it just seemed to run out of steam. So last year I put about 5 tons of well-rotted beast manure, cattle manure on here. And it hasn't been the best of springs for working it in, and it's left it a little bit lumpy, but I'm quite confident that when we rotivate this again in the autumn, it will be quite fine and in good working order. Coming out here, you can see I've got loads of plant pots. These are the corn stores where we store the farm crops, and here are loads and loads of elm trees. They're nearly all the same. There's more around here. Ulmus laevis. They all come from one tree down in Ladywell, which is near Lewisham, and this is a second year of growth, and I'll give those away or find a home for them and plant them on the farm. When it comes to water, I can use a forklift to shift these IBCs around. Contain 1,000 litres, and I just actually managed to divert one of the downrights from the roofs from one of the buildings, and this one is full. It got full a couple of weeks ago, and I've got another one in its place now, so next time it rains I'll get that one full as well. And you can see here's a conservation headland. The flowers really aren't out yet, but they will be in the next week or two. And there's a park field of wheat over there. I'll just have a quick look inside the buildings. You can see here we've got the concrete apron outside. Now look at that, just sat, I don't know if you can probably see that, on the flashing above the door there's a pigeon. It's been here for a day or two, and that's obviously a racing pigeon which has decided to stop over. I do often scatter a bit of wheat on the ground just for the local birds, but obviously that pigeon's found it as well, and he's stopped over for a rest, and I just hope he has a welcoming homecoming when he gets to his home, because I'm sure he will travel on. These sheds are all empty. I've got a few oats in one bay, and here I've got some wheat, and as you all know, the price of wheat went up considerably with the war in Ukraine, and then it's come back down again, and this actually remains unsold. The rest of the wheat I did sell fairly well, and there's about 4 lorry loads there, but I'll probably keep that over till next winter. It's cold, it's dry, and it's free of anything untoward. So I shall leave that and see if the price improves slightly. There we are, a nice little video of Lincolnshire life. Bye for now.